Hello, welcome back to Life Groups. I'm so excited that you came tonight. It's our final one for this particular month. And as we always do, let's take a moment and say a big thank you and give a hand clap of appreciation to our host. Thank you so much for opening up your home for three Wednesdays this month. We know it's not easy, it requires a lot. Most people are working and then rushing home and cleaning your house and preparing, and if you're hosting, you're also making sure that all the food's prepared and everyone's bringing their stuff. And so again, with sincerity, thank you so much for opening your home for Life Groups. It's an incredible ministry. I know that you've enjoyed the food so far and the fellowship. If this is your first time with us, we're so glad to have you, and we hope that you're making some friendships that'll last for a lifetime. And I would love to meet you. I'm the pastor of our wonderful church, and so hopefully you can bounce in on a Sunday, be with us in service. And to all of our members that are there, thank you so much for your faithfulness and doing this, connecting with people. Some people say that, life groups, I'm not sure if it really does it for me. Well, I'm glad that you've been faithful because it's not just about us, it's about what we could do for other people. And this is an opportunity for you to minister, to make friends, to get close, to get connections, because you never know what somebody's dealing with. They may smile, they may laugh, and then go home to a real severe situation. And these types of gatherings help us make those connections where you may could pick up on something, or someone may say, hey, you got a moment, let's grab coffee. And this allows us to minister one to another. And so thank you for your faithfulness. I want to just make just a couple of quick announcements. This weekend, Friday night, the youth have prayer and Bible study going on. We want all of our youth, rooted youth, to be a part of that. Sunday, we're back to our regular scheduled service, 10 a.m. Christian development and 11 a.m. family worship service. We have a special guest that's going to be with us. Pastor Schecksteiner is going to be preaching, and so you're not going to want to miss this Sunday. It's going to be a great Sunday, and I'm excited about the things the Lord's doing. This past week was an incredible weekend that we just had with our faith promise service. Thank you to all who gave, for those who pledged to give one time, and for those that are giving monthly towards missions. What an incredible thing. We're going to be able to build two churches, one in Cuba, one in Papua New Guinea, and then, it's dear to my heart, we're going to be able to build a parsonage for that pastor who's been sleeping on the floor in a building with no walls to pastor those precious people there. And it's going to be amazing to see that photo of him in his own home with this office for the regional director to come through as well. Thank you, Life Church. I pray God richly bless you so much for giving at that faith promise service. Okay, we're at our last lesson. And last Wednesday, I told you that we were going to be talking about the Ark of the Covenant. I'm going to be asking for your forgiveness. I am switching gears last minute here because I felt such an unction to make this push and to give this lesson. And so I want to get right into it. And we are coming up on Easter Sunday. That's going to be April 20th. And we are going to be making a big push for people to come and be a part of that service. Now, if you've been attending Life Church for a while here, you're noticing that our building is full. And so for us to get everybody in who potentially show up on Easter, and this is going to be all your extras. We consistently have a lot of folks out, and if everybody shows, we're going to be in trouble. So we have decided to do two services for Easter, one at 9 a.m., one at 11:15, and I want to push you to have the biggest Easter we've ever had. Now, we want to push and break through and get over 300 people to come to Easter Sunday. Everybody say 300. We want more than 300. We want to break that goal of 300 people to be at Easter Sunday. And the reason why we're going to make this push is because Easter, statistically, is one of the most attended services for those people who associate with Christianity. Uh, Even the Pew Research, and I think I put this in your notes. The Pew Research group says that the highest searches online for church ever in a year, the highest searches online for church comes the week of Easter. People are looking, they are wanting to go to church somewhere on Easter. And you'll be amazed that people that never go to church or have never been open to your invitations, if you will invite them to come to Easter Sunday, they're far more open to do it. And this year, because we have two services, and this is in your fill-in in your notes here, two services at 9 a.m. and 11:15. That's your fill-in, 9 a.m. and 11:15. We have these two services. We have multiple opportunities to reach people because some will be going to the family gatherings and whatnot. So 9 a.m. is very appealing. And then those who sleep in, they say, we stay up late Saturday night. It's our night to stay up late. And so 11:15 will be even better. Now, what I'm encouraging you to do is to invite everybody that you can to both services. Now we're going to make it fun. You know me, I like to give out prizes and gifts and opportunities, and that's not a motivator to get you to bring people to church necessarily, but I just want to make it fun. The ultimate motivation is someone finding salvation. But this year, for both services, the person that brings excuse me, for everyone that brings a guest, if you bring a guest, your name for every guest will go into a drawing, and for both services. So we're giving away two Bose speakers, the personal little Bose speakers. We're going to give away from for both services. So if you have a guest coming at 9 and they have two or three with them, let's say, then your name will go in 4 times at 9 o'clock. And then you may have another guest coming at 11:15. Your name goes into that drawing as well. So we're going to make it fun. We're going to break 300. We're going to break 300 because we're going to have two services to do it. And then you're going to be out there inviting people, and somebody's going to win a Bose speaker. Now, you can give this to your guest if you want, or this is a great birthday gift for someone else. If you may say, well, I hate speakers and I don't even like music. That'd be fine. If you win, give it away to somebody else. Somebody else will be very happy. So what we want to do is we want to start inviting people now. Everybody say now. I want to have you start inviting people now. Easter will be here in a month. It'll be here, before we know it, it'll sneak up on us. And so I wanted to kind of give you as a church some information, some things that we're going to be doing to help you get the word out. Now, first of all, we're going to be making an invite slide that you can text. And this is one of the easiest ways to invite people. Sometimes we kind of feel awkward and we try to work it into a conversation, but church just never seems to come up. We're preparing for you an invitation that you can simply text. You can just get in your contacts and just text people. And some will like it, some won't respond at all, some will say this is the best thing, some will heart it. You'll get a multitude of reactions, but what it does is it allows you to give an invitation that's not high pressure. It's a simple text. They look, you're invited to Life Church. We have service at 9 and 11:15. We'll also put a slide out that you can share on social media. Another great non-aggressive way to invite people to church. You post that on your social media wall, and all of your friends will be able to see the invitation. And there will be people, and we've proven this, who will not even respond to it directly, but will show up, all because they saw you share a slide that invited them to church. Now remember, this is the time of year where anybody who associates with Christianity are thinking about, we may go check a church out. You also have that group of people who've been wanting to go to church for a while, but don't really know which one. And hey, there's churches everywhere. But if you share on Facebook, they say, well, I know them, I trust them, I'm gonna go check out their church because that's where they're going, and they're often sharing their videos and slides and stuff. So not only are we gonna have a slide that you can text to people directly, we're going to have social media where you can do as well. There'll also be cards printed for those who like to personally hand somebody something. And I have found these to be most effective going through drive-throughs or checking out at Target. You just handing people cards. And just when you get an opportunity, hand those out. And then also, of course, we will have an outreach day planned the day before our Easter Sunday on the 19th, where we'll actually go out and blitz. And that's just really to get people who are still undecided. We're just putting in their hands a card and just hoping that, maybe they'll come check us out as well. Now, Jesus taught a parable about a farmer who went out and sowed seed. He was throwing seed out to get a harvest. And Jesus said that there were 4 different places where it landed. The first place he threw it, it was by the wayside. The Bible says immediately birds came immediately and started eating it, took it away. There were some that they threw, and this ground accepted it, but when the sun came up, there was not enough water in the ground. It just quickly burned it and just wilted away. There was a third place that took to the ground. It grew, but it had a lot of thorns, and the thorns kind of choked it out. And then there was the fourth ground, which Jesus called it good ground. And that good ground brought forth various results. So there's a key principle here in this teaching. And that key principle is this: it's the law of average. Jesus let us know that when you're sowing seed for the kingdom, 1 out of 4, 25% is what's going to work. And that fourth one will bring forth various results. It doesn't mean that they'll become a member, but 1 out of 4, Jesus said some brought forth 30, some 60, some 100-fold. So there's various results. Some, one of those 4 people will either show up. Some of them may come for a while, or others may become members. But the results is in the fourth one. So I say this because they even teach you this in sales. It's the law of average, that 1 out of 4. So if you can try to sell something 4 times, your average will start to come out. You'll get 1 out of 4. So in your notes, I want you to stop for just a second, and we're going to give you 20 seconds. In the next 20 seconds, I want you to think right now of 4 people right now that you can invite to Easter Sunday. And when we're going to give you 20 seconds, in just a moment, we're even going to play a little music for you. And when that music starts, I want you to take 20 seconds. 5 seconds is all you need per name. And when you think about somebody that you can invite to Easter, I want you to write their name down there on your notes. All right? We're going to start. 1, 2, 3, go. Just keep thinking. The names are going to come to you. The Lord's going to bring them to you. Write those names down. 4 names. It can be anybody. It doesn't have to be any family. It can be family, friends, the lady at Target that you talk to a lot, your neighbor. Write those names down. All right. So 1 out of 4. So if you will invite those 4 names, the law of average says one of them is going to respond to you. So I'm excited because God's going to use you. Now, we wanted to kind of put forth, what do we do when somebody commits? Because now we know someone's going to commit. Someone's going to say, yeah, I've been thinking about that. I'll come check it out. I'll come join you Easter Sunday. So what do we do? In your notes, number 1, we want you to fill out a commitment card. That's your fill in. A commitment card. Now, this is not a pressure tactic for your guest. They're not going to fill out a card, but you're going to fill it out. You're going to fill out, we'll have one prepared for you. You're going to put their name down and what service they're going to be coming to, if they committed to 9 or 11, 15. And the reason we're doing this is for a couple of purposes. In your notes, number 2, so you can pray for them daily. That's your fill in, daily. So when you get the commitment card, now you're thinking about this person a lot more often. And every day you're going to be saying, Lord, don't let anything hold them back from coming. Lord, touch these people. Let your light shine on them. Let your spirit be upon them. Let them feel the peace of God. Bind any spirit that tries to talk to their minds. Anything that would try to distract them or pull them away. You begin to pray for them daily. And you're going to take a copy of that card and you're going to give it to our prayer team. And so Monday nights at 7:30, if you haven't joined our Monday night prayer meetings, you need to come check out Monday night prayer. It's powerful. But what we're going to be doing is you're going to get a copy to us and to Sister Laura Reyes. And we're going to set up a little small table at prayer. And we're going to be putting these cards on there. So while we come to pray on Monday night at 7:30, you can walk by that table and pick up someone's card. And it's your friend. Someone else is going to be interceding. They're not going to know, that you invited Carlos Williams, but they're going to pick up that card, and they're going to be every Monday night, along with your daily prayer for them. Monday nights will be a corporate prayer, and people will come by, pick that card up, and be praying for Carlos Williams to come to church. All right, so you're going to get a commitment card filled out. You're going to start praying for them daily. And we're going to bring a copy so the prayer team on Monday nights can start praying for them. You see what we're doing here? We are doing everything we can do to ensure this person doesn't have any distractions. Now, ultimately, it's their decision, but we want all distractions to be gone. We want prayer going forth. We want to bind spirits. We want them to walk in God's peace so nothing keeps them back from Easter. And so if they've committed, the last thing for you, if they committed to a 9 o'clock service, we want you to join them. And we're hoping that you'll have people in both services. And we want you to make a sacrifice this Easter. And that sacrifice will be this, that you'll be open to come into 2 services should it come to that. And what I mean particularly is, if I want you to be open, because you may have somebody commit and say, I'll be there 9, and somebody else may commit and say, I'm 11:15. I don't want you to say, oh, well, I was just planning to go to the 11, or I was planning to go to the 9. I want you to be open. This is one day a year that we're doing this for the lost. Be open. You may have to attend 11 and 11:15 service. So just be open to that. When they come in, attend both services. Them, if needed, be in attendance at both services. Now, we're really excited about Easter. I know God's going to use you. I can't wait to get these cards coming in. I can't wait for this big push. I know we're going to break 300. I really think we're going to get about 350 is kind of what I'm thinking we're going to be at. And I'm really excited that we're going to be able to pack that building out twice. God bless you. I'm praying for you. I love you. I'll see you on Sunday. I hope you've enjoyed Life Groups. God bless.